Apparently in my last video I was muted. Not planned. Ended up that way. About. He's live. A lot of us are live today. Live today. Cool. I am live now. Alright, let's get started. On a different screen, I am updating Zenless Zone 0 because of its update. There we go. Actually, I can use this. A lot of red dots. Woo. Let's go first. Give me 1 second. Can I help you, Sarge?
Yes, you can. You do me a huge favor. I know you work at 2 to 10.
All geared up.
I'm in major. I have that back pain again. Are you able to cover a 3 to 6 shift at my Wawa?
Tomorrow?
At night. Yeah, tonight. Yes, tomorrow. Yeah. For night shift.
I work 2 to 10 tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking for it. That's why I was hesitant, because I don't know if you'd be able to.
No, I wouldn't be able to do it because I work tomorrow.
For work-life balance.
Also, I
think this
would
is pushing it.
future reference I would ask Ralph if you would even be able to ask another store to do it.
Jackson.
Okay.
I spoke to the manager on duty. All the managers on duty. But okay.
Yeah, no. Sadly, I work. If I had off today. But if I had off tomorrow, different story. But no, I'm unfortunately.
All right. Thanks, Rachel. I'll see you.
All right. Bye. Well, that was interesting. My friend's asking me to work for him. I feel bad. Back to the stream. I need to scratch off my... I might need to ask boyfriend for a quarter. I feel so... Let's make this work. Oh, this takes more oomph. Up the bottle tab.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Script. I have to upload all of my credit. I would have done 3, but watching a TV show.
I know for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Alright, Ka-ching. Love your enthusiasm. We're in one page. Mika. Notable stuff, as always. Straza. I am one of those people that believe this should be entirely separate. I don't play it. It is nice. Ooh. Not the fours. Okay. That's the 4 stars. No. These are the 5s. Oh, it looks like Lenny. She's cute. Detective made sense. I don't really pull much. I have pulled here, yes, but I don't pull much. Pulled enough once upon a time. Yeah. We own everyone there. Sure, it's gonna constantly remind me. I don't use this as much as people do. Like, I haven't really been farming as much, and all of the artifacts I do use, I legit use. There's that. We're going to a new place, so I'm probably going to be bringing this pet, my dragon. I'll bring my dragon with me next time.
Time itself is a science.
Okay, so the ship is gone. It's interesting that the line has been updated to a red perimeter. I might be the only one that has noticed that, but it was a perimeter before. It's a nice red. Yes, there are areas that are not finished. I'm aware. That's been red. Okay, this is the desert. This is Natland. If anyone can help me figure out why I'm at 99, I would love you to help me out with that. This one is at 66 because I won't finish it. Not cry, I'm close. Not perfect. Ooh, bitter cold, bittersweet. I have not finished the quest in here. Not gonna. Land.
And just like that, we're in Snezhnaya! Feels like we only just left Notcry. Remember back in Nasha Town? How all our friends came to see us out before we left? The day's finally come! We're off to meet the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya! What is she planning? And why does she need the gnosies? Soon, we'll have our answers. Guess this'll be the end of your journey that your brother mentioned. What is he expecting you to find there? Snezhnaya still feels like a long way away. Hopefully, there'll be plenty of time to relax, eat some good food, and have fun before we arrive. But whenever Paimon gets thinking about how our destination is right around the corner, all these questions come flooding into Paimon's head. It makes her so nervous. Yeah. Anyway, enough about all that. We can't start the final leg of our journey with that kind of mindset. Just think, We've fought dragons and sea monsters, defeated creations of the gods, faced prophecies of doom and the threat of the abyss. Heck, we've even been to the moon! With all that experience under our belts, how can we be any more prepared? Sure thing! Now, stick close to Paimon, the best guide you could ever ask for, and let's charge straight for the finish line! Off we go!
What about me? Do I get a call out?
Whoa! Columbina? Whew, you kinda snuck up on us there. Don't look at Paimon! Paimon didn't sell you out this time! Oh, so it was you! Alright, guess there's no hiding it now.
All your friends have gathered at the flagship to see you off. I invited Snezhnaya too, but she said she had to go back to Snezhnaya. She must be busy. She had some nasty things to say about you before leaving. Would you like to hear them?
She hasn't changed a bit. Alright, let's hear it.
If they're heading to Snezhnaya, I'll bet it's to cause trouble for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Attending a farewell party for people like that would not be a good look for me right now. Also, please tell them not to count on getting help from a Fatui Harbinger in Snezhnaya. Our time working together was not terrible, precisely, but we're on different sides. So when you get there, don't do anything to make life difficult for both of us.
Well, that definitely sounds on brand for her. The attitude, the reasoning. Alright, we'll do our best to keep our distance then.
No, you've misunderstood. I think she means that she'd like you to go see her. As long as you don't make things difficult for both of you, you'll be fine.
Huh. You really have to read between the lines with Centrone.
Go on. Get to the flagship. Everyone should be there by now. I told Lama that you once treated me to a truly unforgettable meal. Today, I want to return the favor. It's my gift to you.
It's definitely nice to be treated, but hopefully by this point, you know that you don't owe us any favors.
The moon of Nodcry will always give you a warm welcome.
Wow! Pure white as far as the eye can see! It's so pretty! Come on, give up! Look! They look similar to the ones in Nodcry! You know, just minus the effects of Kuvaki. That's a sure sign that we're officially in Snezhnaya now. What's wrong? Come on, let's go!
These aren't my pine cones. I need to make jam. A technical difficulty is getting it loaded.
There's gotta be a treasure chest around here somewhere. No adventure is complete without a chest or two.
on, Paimon.
Paimon got a mouthful of snow! Ooh, it's so cold! Paimon's gonna snuggle up to you for a bit to get warm!
From what we were told, it's freezing here. Like when we first traveled together.
Hey, check it out! Those are bears, right? Oh, look how big and fluffy they are! So cute! Quick, take a picture before the moment passes. Right here. If we get any closer, we might scare them away. Let's see how your camera skills are these days. Whoa, wait a sec. Paimon sees something. Come on, quick. It looks like a train carriage.
Great. PlayStation credits acting strange. PlayStation won't let me log into its website. Payment management. New product.
Paimon's heard that Snezhnaya has loads of railways and trains. This must be one of them. But why is it abandoned? Ooh, it's still so cold. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Oh. Also, is it just Paimon or is the snow getting heavier? Yeah. So it can't just be because of the cold. It's hard to describe, but Paimon feels so weird. She's never felt like this before. Everything feels heavy. Getting kind of dizzy, too. Oh, no need. Paimon's just feeling a little low on energy. That's all. It's nothing serious. Not worth ruining our travel plans over. Yep, sure thing. Snezhnaya, here we come!
Before I keep going, I'm gonna add my credit PlayStation because PlayStation decided to be a problem today. PlayStation's website's being a jerk.
Whew. Seems like this snowstorm is getting worse by the minute. Paimon can barely fly.
Best wait for Harmon. Paimon.
Oh, look! There's a cabin over there. Phew. Let's get out of this storm.
Oh, that's probably we're gonna meet our new friend. Did I just get blown off?
What is this place? Where's Paimon? I need to find her. Fast!
Got blown off the cave.
Paimon? Paimon! That's strange. Where could she be? I guess I'll try further ahead. Hang in there, Paimon. Is that a train carriage? Maybe I can get up from the inside. A reward on the road. It says here, Krasnik's torch, civilian model. Ah, it's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned on. I really hope Paimon's okay. Is this an answer from this world? What was that strange sound? I can't tell if... Paimon? Paimon, is that you?
No alchemy's forbidden.
Incoming entity detected. Authorization granted. Initiating original. Hello, Descender, who's reached the eve of tomorrow. Eye of Grey at your service. Time since last activation. Time measurement unavailable due to the influence of... Anyway, it must have been a very long time. I am... I was born to fulfill a mission. To reach tomorrow. To this end, I must... Strange. What was it? Wait, my body? Huh? Why is my body like this? I have been like this since I was created. And yet, I also have memories and an awareness of a physical form that I once had. But this contradicts my current status. Anyway, I was created so that humanity could reach tomorrow. But I am unable to load further details at this moment. Nevertheless, serving humanity remains my primary objective. I have detected a drop in your surface body temperature. You cannot remain active in this state for much longer. In accordance with my preset programming, upon reactivation, I must ask the one who awakened me the following question. Will you accept me, Transcender? I will assist you, protect you, and fulfill my mission until we reach tomorrow. I understand your position. However, given your current physical condition, I must suggest that you reconsider. Before I was activated, you called out a name. Presumably that of your missing companion? If you agree to accept me, after helping you get out of here, I will search for said companion and pinpoint their location. To answer your question, yes. You have made a very wise decision. Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. May I ask your name? Very well. I will remember this name until the mission is complete. I need to recover my body, retrieve the power to unlock tomorrow, and help the suffering masses to reach the far shores where the empty Ark floats. I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. I even have a vague sense of where it might be found. But right now, that is not essential. The key right now is you. You must survive and reunite with your companion. You may now execute the command, Demolish. Use it to remove the Prime Ice. Prime Ice unit count has been updated. You may now execute the command, Build. Use it to create a Prime Ice construct to prop up the door.
I'm not gonna lie. Make full use of what this does. All of the ice I can use it on. Look for all the ice. I'm a completionist. For those who do not know, I am a completionist when it comes to things like this. Maximize. Increase the use. Oh. No.
I'll keep this close.
Scanning local environment. Exit has been sealed off with ice. That would not be an efficient approach. One moment. Usable construct blueprint detected nearby. You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more quickly.
Well, this is weird. But I'm a completionist, so I will get it all.
Is this?
Snezhnaya also is very technologically advanced. Ooh, primal lights. Get up here, it looks like. Cool.
Construct blueprint added to records. You may now execute the command, build heat source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice.
I think it's this, right? Well, that's cool. That's pretty neat. I could build it and then borrow it? That's kind of cool. It doesn't refreeze. That's pretty cool. I learned something new. I'm OCD. Give me a hot minute. The steam is cool, not gonna lie.
My scan indicates the path is straight ahead. I recommend we proceed.
Nice if it put a timer on the flame. like I'm immune, great, but nice to put a timer on the flame. Remember, I'm OCD. I'm gonna get rid of all the problems. This is cool. Yeah, I sat there and it took a long time. I can get around it now.
Kresnik Crystal located. Please collect at your earliest convenience. The recent construct you built provides highly efficient heating by utilizing the unique properties of Kresnik Crystal. Unfortunately, prime ice constructs have a very short lifespan and cannot be stabilized during the development period. Hence, the authorization to use Kresnik Crystal was granted. That said, I have already forgotten what warmth feels like. Yes. Perhaps then, we can warm ourselves by the fireside together. But for now, all you need to remember is this. If you collect Kresnik Crystal, I can extract the energy within and use it to maintain your body's surface temperature. Low power. Please use Kresnik Crystal to replenish energy reserves.
There's no Paimon. Okay, so that rock regrows.
Signs of physiological activity detected in the distance. It is highly likely to be your travel companion, Paimon. Go. Go now. Be reunited and sing together. May all the people be united as one. May all of life rejoice in unison.
Did fall off the bridge. Guess we came back up from the bridge. Oh, we did. We came back to the other side of the bridge.
Approaching the target location. Scanning for signs of life. Life forms detected. 2. Affirmative. However, that is not the reason for my confusion. According to my database, this location is a train station, meaning the number of life forms is unusually low. Real-time environmental data suggests that the train station may no longer be in use. But whatever the situation, please exercise caution.
are you?
Don't worry. She's only sleeping. You must be the Traveler. She called your name repeatedly while attempting to battle her way through the blizzard. Newcomers to Snezhnaya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. Lately, even the locals are suffering, with a powerful monster having summoned a bitter snowstorm. You two must be very important to one another. You should take more care not to get separated.
Your eyes. Are you Conrian?
There are indeed some Conrians left in this world who survived the cataclysm. But I doubt that is news to you. It would be unwise to interrogate my identity here. Focus your attention on your travel companion instead. We will meet again very soon.
The unidentified subject has now left the area. He appears to be an individual of great significance, but my search has yielded no relevant data. I will try searching the database again. Against the odds, your companion is safe and sound. The other person even left a blanket for her.
It's okay. Take it easy. Are you feeling alright?
Pretty much the same as when we first got to Snezhnaya. Paimon must have caught a cold. She was feeling so faint. She just couldn't keep going any longer. So she had to lie down and sleep it off. Wait, where did the jester go? Yep, the director of the Fatui. The Jester Piero. So, you met him?
The Jester must know everything about the Tsaritsa's plans. But there's no way he'd tell me just like that. We might well have ended up clashing. Well, he was right about one thing. Right now, the most important thing for me is to take care of Paimon while she's unwell.
He had no intention of explaining his motives, and he left in something of a hurry.
Hey! What the? Who is that?
Your replacement?
It looks like half a pair of goggles. How amazing! A self-aware, talking pair of goggles.
Snezhnaya was once the land of the Fae. There are many ancient creations here that I'm sure would broaden your mind further still. Mind you, my database is also expanding as we speak. You must be a rare creature yourself.
Oh, wow! Well, thank you so much. You've earned yourself some of Paimon's favorite candy. Oh, but by the looks of it, you probably can't eat that, can you?
Goodwill detected. Instead of candy, perhaps I can suggest my preferred strategy. Please clean me regularly to keep me operating at peak efficiency.
Oh, that makes sense. Every pair of goggles needs wiping clean once in a while. Sure thing, mister. Anyway, back to the Jester for a second. Paimon's still confused about something. When he first showed up, he already knew Paimon's name. And he acted like he expected Paimon to know who he was, too. Paimon could tell that he was Conrian from his eyes. And he definitely definitely seemed like someone pretty important. But beyond that, Paimon didn't know anything about him. It was only later, after he rescued Paimon from the snow, that he properly introduced himself. That's the only reason Paimon knows he was the Jester. Oh, seems unlikely. He ran into the snow following the sound of Paimon's voice, with a really anxious expression on his face. He didn't act like someone who knew she would be here in advance. And after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the snow. He didn't do anything to Paimon at all. In fact, he barely said anything. Wouldn't even answer any of Paimon's questions either. Paimon didn't feel unsafe around him, and he didn't seem to have any ulterior motives. For all we know, he might have just ignored Paimon's questions so she'd give up and go to sleep.
Please allow me to interrupt. Fatui and director are unfamiliar terms. May I ask for clarification?
Wait, you've seriously never heard of the Fatui? Oh, they're like the Tsaritsa's inner circle. Really powerful people. And the director is their boss.
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not detect any ill will from the gentleman in question.
Sorry, I shouldn't have encouraged you to talk so much. Paimon, new plan. Let's get out of Snezhnaya for now. We can come back after the weather clears up and you're all better. The Jester mentioned that this snowstorm being the work of a monster is worse than most. Even if we made it to Snezhnograd, we'd still have to wait out the storm before we could do any exploring.
Oh, well, it's really nice of you to look out for Paimon, but she doesn't want to hold you back. We were really psyched up for this journey when we first set off. Just think of all the burning questions we have. If we turn back now, who knows how long it'll take before we finally get answers.
Further information is required regarding the monster situation. But objectively speaking, there is another, more pressing issue at hand. At this point, we have traveled a significant distance into the blizzard. Were we to turn back now, the road would be extremely treacherous, especially since we would need to travel on foot. If, however, we continue onward, there may be a better solution. Do you remember what I said as we neared this location? I told you that this is a train station. While it has evidently fallen into disuse for unknown reasons, the tracks remain intact. We can break through the blizzard and forge ahead by driving a train. That is the Snezhnayan way. There is a small town up ahead, which would be the perfect place for Miss Paimon to rest and recover.
Paimon thinks Goggles here makes a great point. Let's do that! Oh, come on. Don't worry. Think of all the traveling we've done so far. When has Paimon ever gotten sick before? Practically never. 'Cause she's in great shape. Sure, she's a little tired right now, but it's sure to clear up on its own.
Affirmative. Should you ever need my assistance during your future adventures, please call for the Eye of Grey whenever you wish. Otherwise, I will remain silent to avoid causing any unnecessary distraction. Now, please follow me to the train tracks.
Alright, while we're here, let's see what. Oops. Makes logical sense.
Please confirm when you are ready to depart.
Yeah, yeah, I figured it out.
Heading north from here, we will soon arrive at... Wait, there's an error message. Could not detect clear tracks.
What exactly does clear mean?
Brace for impact, friends! Preparing to enter impromptu flight mode.
Why does it sound like protective? Not protective, but I am also multitasking on another game.
How strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records, but even the railroads and the terrain itself have changed substantially.
Yeah. Thanks to your quick reflexes.
My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. I'm afraid I'm as confused by all this as you are. Agreed. This is likely a consequence of outdated railroad data. The discrepancies between the old data and present reality are far greater than I anticipated. Fortunately, our crash landing has at least brought us much closer to the town. According to the data, anyway.
Your data had better be right this time.
I can assure you, it certainly is. Please look this way, and you will see a Kresnik's torch. It seems our ill-fated train ride was a blessing in disguise. We have taken the shortest possible route. Rest assured that I will take user preferences into account next time I plan a route. Next time, I will get it right.
Well, that's one way to get here. So light up my map. There goes nothing. They weren't kidding about this whole area being so... It gives the peace back to her people.
Excuse me? Is there an inn nearby?
I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. We're looking for a place to stay.
I can't even afford to warm my own house, let alone run a business.
People are cocky, wow.
Excuse us. Is there anywhere we can stay around these parts?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to try your luck somewhere else.
All we can do is wait for the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get here.
Hi there. Do you know if there are any inns still taking guests in this town?
Doubt it. They're probably all closed. No one has enough Kresnik Crystal to heat their own homes, let alone a business.
Oh, what a bummer.
I clocked you a while back. You adventurers or something? We don't get many tourists in inland Snezhnaya these days.
Why's that? Because of the snowstorm?
In part. But the bigger reason's Project Stuzha. Since it's Her Majesty's will, we have to put up with it whether we like it or not. Oh, sorry. I assumed it was common knowledge by now. Basically, the Tsaritsa is planning something big. Something that requires an enormous amount of energy. Even if they used all the surplus Kresnik Crystal in Snezhnaya, it still wouldn't be enough to meet demand. So, the VII passed a resolution requiring all factories and households to reduce their energy consumption. The policy has thus been charmingly named Project Stuzha, meaning bitter cold.
Bitter cold? So, like, it's gonna be a cold winter, folks? You're all gonna have to find a way to get through it? That kind of idea?
Pretty much. When you're broke, you scrimp and save. When it's cold, you huddle together for warmth. There's always a way to stretch things out to make ends meet. Trouble is, if you stretch someone out like an elastic band for too long, who knows if they can ever bounce back. You know what? Come with me and see for yourself.
Can you please explain to me why the price of Kresnik Crystal has gone up by 1/3 again? Even as our purchase quota has gone down. You only come here twice a month. This won't even last us a week.
The supply and pricing of Kresnik Crystal are based on current production volumes and price data. We Fatui are only responsible for delivery and security. I'm not in a position to explain to you how the figures are calculated, but I assure you, they are as fair and reasonable as possible.
Oh, so our lives mean nothing to you? How can you expect anyone to survive a single night in this weather without heating?
Since you insist on making me repeat myself every single visit, I will remind you again. There is no monopoly on the trade of Kresnik Crystal. You are free to purchase the shortfall from elsewhere on the market.
What market? Nobody else is selling! And when they do, they charge 8 times the normal rate! It's robbery is what it is!
Which is why the Snezhnaya VII passed a resolution to support border communities, without which you wouldn't even be able to buy Crystal from us to begin with. So if you're here just to argue, move aside and let the next person in line come forward. Everyone's feeling the cold here.
You...
All right, everyone, let's calm down for a second. A few words, if I may. We're all subjects of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and I'm sure every one of us is dedicated to her great cause. We all know how cold it is. And the more it snows, the harder life gets. Everyone's struggling already. Let's not make things even more difficult for each other.
But Liaison Shishkin, there's clearly something wrong with this quota. I have a family in Marepasak who tell me they can buy at least double our crystal allotment.
Oh, believe you me, I had the same reaction when I first saw the numbers. Couldn't believe what I was reading. I even wrote a letter to confirm the true figures, but... I'm afraid the quota really is as low as you've been advised. Still, you must understand that calculating these energy quotas is a complicated balancing act. They have to factor in population, town size, industrial application. Our top priority must be to keep the largest Kresnik's torch burning continuously. Only then can we sell the remaining crystal for household use, and in doing so, we must make sure that everyone is treated fairly. As our Fatui comrades said, they are only responsible for delivering the goods. They need to keep accurate records, and they do not have any authority to modify the rates or quotas.
That's right. Our duty is to do things by the book.
Tell you what, listen. I know how anxious and upset everyone is. As a matter of fact, I was just discussing it with the mayor. What we can do is open the lower combustion chamber of the Kresnik's torch to the public. You can come to me directly to register, and I will allocate time slots accordingly. I can't guarantee there will be ample energy for household use. We can at least make sure you'll be able to boil water and cook food each day. Let's hang in there and make this work together. All right?
Fine. I don't see any alternative.
So, this is Project Stuzia in action, huh? Oh, no wonder nothing's open for business. People are barely getting by.
You were looking for an inn, right? For your, Fae friend?
Oh, Paimon's not a Fae. Just Paimon. She must have caught a cold or something. We only just got to Snezhnaya, and we're still getting used to the climate.
I have a small place in Stratomaros. I don't stay there very often, though, so it's pretty basic. But if you're not picky, you're welcome to rest there for now. It's not much, but I've got blankets and a warm fire.
Are you sure? Oh, that's really kind of you.
All right, then. This way. Hello, I'm Alosha. I'm a hunter. Though, if you've talked to any highwaymen, you might have heard a different side to my story. But anyway, let's keep that between us for now. All geared up.
My dragon's cold. That's so cute. Well, there's the cryo.
Oh, so cozy and warm. Paimon's getting nice and toasty. Oh, wait. Paimon only introduced herself so far, didn't she? This is Paimon's best friend, the Traveler.
Good to meet you. I'm Alosha. Most travelers find the Snezhnayan climate to be a shock to the system at first. But as long as you keep yourself warm, you should be fine. Still, you should keep an eye on your condition. When people are too quick to dismiss a cold, it can easily end up turning into something more serious.
Don't say that. Paimon's too young for chronic health issues.
They aren't in town right now, and they won't be back anytime soon. The train station has been closed ever since these power shortages began. I do a lot of hunting, so I spend most of my time exposed to the elements. But even the animals wouldn't survive long in a storm like this, let alone a hunter. Nothing to do but sit tight in town until the weather improves. I get that you're in a hurry, but even if the station were open, that doesn't mean there'd be any trains. We could end up stuck here for a long time, I'm afraid. What? Your own train? Wait, hold on. That train? The one that suddenly fell out of the sky and crash-landed on the ice?
Oh, we got lucky and found it in a cave. Oh, then our luck ran out and we had a little accident.
Pretty crazy for a random find in the mountains. Well, as long as your train's good to roll, you might get to Snezhnaya after all. I've been doing some digging recently. Turns out, the real reason for the current energy crisis in Stratomeros is that some of the supply is being seized for a private stockpile. But to expose what's going on, I need to catch them in the act. So, I'm heading off to catch a rabbit.
Huh? Wait, a rabbit stole the crystal?
It's a figure of speech. Real rabbits couldn't pull this off. They'd prefer carrots to Kresnik Crystal anyway. Shishkin, Mr. Positive Attitude, let's all get along now, shall we?
Him? Really? Paimon never would have guessed.
Huh? You're coming with?
Huh. Oh, okay then. Just give Paimon a second to get ready. Alright. Guess there's no point pushing myself. Paimon will stay here and hold the fort then. Be careful, you two.
Oh yeah, there's one more introduction to do. Tagarin, get in here.
Oh, a doggy. Oh, angry doggy. Oh, Tagarin doesn't like being petted then.
He likes to think he's above that kind of thing. He's my hunting partner, so he'll be joining us when we head out. Carrots aside, we'll need to stay completely undetected. We can't risk spooking our rabbit, or there's no telling which burrow he'll scurry back into. First, we need to find a way into the train station and see if we can find any real freight data. Shishkin's figures can't be trusted. Then, we get Tagarin to catch a scent and find out which way the crystal went. What are you eating?
Oh, check it out! When you're all
A fellow dog lover, huh?
Yep. And rabbit lover. Carrots are great too, you know.
Good to know. Eat up, Tagarin. We got a lot of work to do.
Tagarin. Isn't that the name of a, spice? Or am I wrong about that? I have a new character, so we need to mark as a newbie. Level them up. Stuff to do in the middle of this. There's Snezhnaya. I didn't let it load. Hasn't gone away anyway. Huh? Oh. Little trivial series. Okay. Oh. And telling there's the books. Okay. That's on me. I think now would be a good time to pull for Odette. Not about. It's so cute! Sorry. I had to be that person. It's too cute! It's too cute. I got Snezhnaya currency. They're changing our name card to the cute fuzzball one. It's so cute! Alright. Stop it. The only thing I care about. There we are. We're in his house, so we're gonna pull old Jet now. Odette. So that was 10. I'm going to show you where I start. I am pretty much at, oh, 5, I'm at 18. So that was 18, 28, 38. Yay! I got a con for him. 48. Another con. Alright, that's a C2. $68. Keep coming, keep coming. Pity. Come back later and watch my stream later. You'll probably see me C6 him. See you later. There we are. Oh, guaranteed.
Thanks for all the support. You want an autograph, right? What do you want me to draw next to it? How about a feather? Oh, wait, you're not one of my fans? Guess I misunderstood. Let me start from the top then. I'm Odette, a ballerina with the Korolyevsky troupe. Well, thanks for all the support anyway.
So pretty. I got Capital Radiant. I'll come back and pull for her again. I'm on her weapon. And count weapon banner. Pity. I'm too good at shit like this. Okay, so we're 1 away. We're at 7. 17. 27. 37. 47. 57. Oh, we're going into pity now. 67. Yehoda, where the hell did you come from? This is gonna be my last one. I want the weapon. Yeah. Guaranteed. Well, not guaranteed, but woo! I got it. I got 2 copies. I think I broke the game. I got 2 copies. Damn. Well, I don't need any more. I just want to pull on her now. Ew. I got 2 copies of her weapon. Oh. 200 worked. Do I have him C6 now? Well, you did get a free one. Odette! Woo! We're gonna put you up at the top. I don't think I can... Nope. Not yet. But I can swap this out. Because I got 2 of your weapon out of nowhere. Which... Okay. Yep, I got 2 of it out of nowhere. So pretty. Oh, swan ballerina. Her hair is so pretty. Sorry. Enhance. Nothing to level it off with. No surprise. I'm sure I stay at level 20 until I can do something else about it. Alright, so you're a polearm. Let's fix that. For now, I'm gonna stick that on you. If anyone knows what weapon he should have, I will gladly change it, but right now he can have that one. Did we do it? I have 5! I need 6. I still need 1 more. Screw you, I need 1 more. Oh, it's so cool. The dog. Alright, Yehoda. Not gonna lie. You're done! Woo! Good job, Yehoda. Oh, this was a smart play. Come in here. Woo! I don't have... How do you make the dot go away? Oh, there it is.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Wait! Stop bothering me. I was lucky. This is cool side-scrolling.
Wait. Nice work, Tagarin. Come on, we'll go around. This way. We'll enter from the upper floor. There we go. A freight list. Straight from the Fatui. So Shishkin won't have had the chance to doctor the figures. Looks as new as the day it was printed. I guess no one bothers reading these unless they have ulterior motives. Yeah, this is all we need. Come on, let's get out of here. Then go track down the Crystal. Tugarin's a keen hunter, and catching rabbits is his specialty. But if he picks up the scent of Crystal somewhere and there's no stove around, that's how we know something's up. This must be the rabbit's warren. Good job, boy. Sure enough, there's a tunnel. You stay here and keep watch. I'm gonna take a look inside.
Thanks for looking out for us. Things are getting tougher by the day.
No need to thank me. It's my pleasure. Sure as Her Majesty the Tsaritsa watching over us, every sacrifice will be worthwhile. Let's grit our teeth until the blizzard passes. These days of hardship will be over soon.
Maybe for everyone else, Liaison Shishkin. But for you, the hard times have only just begun.
Who are you? What's the matter?
I just had a question for you. Why, when times are as tough as this, would someone hoard more Kresnik Crystal than they could ever use? All the crates here are from the most recent shipment, but they weren't brought here for sale. Instead, they were secretly stashed away. Would you be able to shed any light on the situation, Mr. Shishkin?
Me? Why, I have no idea. But look at how much there is. It's quite a godsend. Now there will be plenty to go around.
This godsend was found in a cellar adjacent to your residence following a tip from Mr. Alosha. And this is only a fraction of what we found down there. We're still taking a full inventory. The official figures will be finalized shortly. I've always been grateful for your efforts to mediate between us and the townspeople of Sretomaros. But now, Mr. Shishkin, it appears you were the source of the conflict all along.
How could you do this to us?
We trusted you to have our backs. You've been lying to us this whole time?
Hey, I owe you all an apology. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. This isn't who I am. Please believe me, this was a one-time mistake that I will never repeat. We all know how difficult life has been since Project Stuzha came into force. Energy is an increasingly scarce resource. People everywhere are getting desperate. But some places have been hit harder than others. I grew up in Alatir, a small village with no train station. Deliveries of Kresnik Crystal have ceased there entirely. If nothing is done, they're all going to freeze to death. You know as well as I do how downright impossible it is to buy Crystal these days. The thought of my poor mother and father, with no one to help them, oh, I felt so afraid. I watched as energy grew scarcer by the week, all the while knowing that their lives were at risk. Then one day, I looked at the Crystal shipment in front of me, and a terrible, selfish thought entered my mind. Looks like I'm just not cut out to be a criminal. I'm so sorry. Once the Fatui have finished their count, you'll see that the numbers match their waybill. I have the official Snezhnayan quotas here. Anyone who has already purchased energy, please make your way over here to correct your transactions. I'll make a batch purchase of Crystal worth 3 months' salary for you all to use free of charge. As for Alatir, I'll think of something else.
You don't have to go that far.
Yeah, owning up to your mistake is enough for me. You've done plenty of good for the community in the past. I'm not looking for a handout.
Drop the act. You claim this was a one-time mistake, but the real reason there's only 1 shipment's worth of stolen Crystal in your basement is that you have an accomplice.
Reporting in, sir. We've conducted a full search of the mayor's house. As expected, we found many crates full of Crystal, half of which were still in their original shipping containers.
This wasn't your first time at all. You've been colluding with the mayor of Stratomeros for a long time now. The train station's currently out of service, but it does open for a short window every time there's an energy delivery. And every time a train pulls in, you're there on site to take inventory and oversee the workers unloading the cargo. The mayor handpicks said workers. Per his instructions, they transport the Crystal by tunnel at night to the mayor's house, and he sells it out of town. But since he can't get the goods out of town by train, he had to arrange an alternative method of transportation. This meant slower sales, which gave me plenty of opportunity to catch him in the act.
Wait, the mayor's involved in this too?
Preposterous. What proof do you have of any of this?
Basic math. I've spent a lot of time lately counting carriages as the snowstorm rages.
Counting carriages? What?
The energy consumed by a train depends on its total weight. And since energy is a limited resource right now, it's fair to assume that every carriage is packed full. So, if we take the energy required for the Kresnik's torch, add the sales figures you provided, then compare that figure to the train's theoretical cargo capacity, guess what? The numbers never match. It's always off by 1 or 2 carriages worth. This time, you set a new record. 3 carriages missing.
You mean to tell me that you sat around outside, counting carriages, in this weather?
I'm a hunter. I have 2 options. Hunt or starve.
Well, I've heard enough. The evidence speaks for itself. Take Shishkin and the mayor into custody and escort them back to Snezhnagrad.
You cocky little brat! Ruining my business! Just you wait.
Yeah, something felt off, so I just followed my gut. Math isn't my strong suit, though. I'm lucky my dad made me learn enough to get by, but All this number crunching was a million times harder than the aim and fire work I'm used to.
Thank you for your assistance. You're a brave lad. Shishkin was quite the cunning criminal, as I'm sure you can tell. He did all of this right under our noses, and we never suspected a thing.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. He had everyone fooled.
Even with that sob story he fed us. He was probably trying to keep the mayor out of it, not just mask his own motives. Without the compelling case you put together, even I might have fallen for it. Alosha, was it? Tell me, are you really a hunter?
We can go find some wild animals if you want. I'll fire off a couple of shots, and you'll see whether I'm the real deal.
I didn't mean to cast suspicion on your identity. It's just... well, I'm sure you've heard of the Rokot. Recently, they've been recruiting people with your kind of talent. They hide in plain sight under false identities, working against Project Stuzha, sometimes directly opposing the Tsaritsa herself. They aren't a violent organization, and their goal is to improve the lives of the common folk. But still, as a member of the Fatui, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't keep tabs on them.
First I've heard of this. I don't really keep up with what goes on in the city. All I know is, people who don't mind their own business in the city end up paranoid about everything. As for me, I just couldn't stand Shishkin. I'm from Alatir myself, and I can tell you, nobody's lived there in years. Why would an abandoned village need Crystal? Of course, no one really cares about the fate of that place. I'm guessing today is the first you've heard of it.
I see. It does sound quite tragic. Really. Well, thanks again for your assistance, and your friend here too. I will report this incident to Snezhnaya. The Fatui will take over energy distribution until new officials are appointed. We'll also ensure that the train station resumes normal service as soon as possible. Looks like it's my turn to brush up on math now. I never liked it as a kid either.
Math is easy.
Don't mention it. Isn't the soldier overseeing the delivery supposed to verify the quantity of the goods? Was he just careless? Or was he being paid off too? Who knows? Excuse me. I'll take a share of Kresnik Crystal too. Thanks. I need to take a detour before we head back. There's someone I have to deliver this crystal to.
So beautiful.
Body and mind.
Hang tight for a moment. This old lady, she doesn't really know who's who anymore.
Oh, grandson. It's so cold today. You must be freezing.
Ma'am, it's me, Alosha.
Alosha? Alosha who?
You know me. I came by earlier today. Cleaned the ashes out of your stove, gave you some warmer bedding, and washed your back.
I'm sorry, I don't remember. Now, how often do I get to see my grandson? Come on, take a seat and relax while I fix you something to eat.
It's okay. You just rest. I'm fine.
Oh, you. It's nice to come and visit your old granny once in a while, isn't it? Sretomaros's a good town. All sorts of things to do and people to meet. And the local officials are good to us. Sit down, come on, take a seat. I still have some fruit left. Let me get it for you.
Please, don't get up on my account. You need to rest. Where's the fruit?
Right under the basket by the door. Or maybe it was on the bedside cabinet. Well, grandson dear, do you like it?
Very much, ma'am. It's delicious.
Good, good. Wonderful.
You don't need to save any more for me next time, all right? Fresh fruit is hard to come by at the moment. You should eat it as soon as you get it.
Oh, I don't need it. I'm fine. But if you like it, come back for some more soon.
Some kind soul must have given these to her. But she always saves the nicer things for special occasions. I met her at the market back before her health began declining. She was a lovely old lady. We're from the same hometown. Not many people have heard of Alatir. And if they have, it's usually for all the wrong reasons. There's a gang of highwaymen that came from there. Now that it's an abandoned village, it's rare to find anyone who shares fond memories of our hometown. So after we got talking and realized we were from the same place, we decided to keep in touch by letter. I first learned of Stratomoros's energy supply problems from a passing comment in one of her letters. Then, after her health went downhill, I started visiting more often to check in on her. The town's been in decline for a while now, but because of her memory problems, she thinks of it as the bustling, prosperous Stratomoros still in its heyday. That said, I kinda appreciate her optimism. There's not much of it going around in this world of ice and snow. It's fine. Everyone grows old. In Snezhnaya, some people believe that in your final moments, you'll sense a familiar presence by your side. You turn to look at them, but their face is blurry. So you focus hard, trying to make out who it is. And when you finally see their face, the Grim Reaper reaches out and takes your life. She still calls me grandson, though. So at least I'm not a blurry face in her world just yet. Come on, let's get back and see how Paimon's doing.
Still messed up though, but I get it. Just like Bellabog. Any of you played Honkai Star Rail? Definitely feels like Bellabog vibes. Proper way to his house.
Paimon, we're back. Are you feeling any better?
Yep. Paimon's not cold anymore. But she's still a little dizzy. Flying probably isn't a good idea right now. Paimon might lose her balance. But Paimon's sure she'll be fine. It's probably just from getting hit on the head by that pile of snow when we first arrived in Snezhnaya.
Her complexion's looking much better. Let's keep an eye on her.
Sure. But enough about that. How did everything go on your end? Are you all set? Did you have any trouble?
I'll explain. It's a bit of a long story.
Jeez. You guys got pretty busy. Sounds like the liaison officer and the mayor were running quite an operation. Good riddance to both of them. It's a good thing you managed to catch them. So, you said the train station will open again soon, right? And everyone has enough crystal now?
Yeah. Well, enough to survive at least. Project Stuzha isn't going away anytime soon. People will still have to scrimp and save to make ends meet. Don't know. The goal of Project Stuzha is to gather energy for the Tsaritsa, but no one knows where that energy's going. It's never been made public. The thing is, we were told that the project would only last for 6 months, but time and time again, they keep extending it.
Extending it? Does that mean the Tsaritsa's plan isn't going very smoothly?
That's what everyone suspects. In principle, any proposed extension needs to pass by majority vote in the Snezhnaya VII. But even though opposition has been growing, any detractors end up caving in to political pressure from the rooster, Pulcinella. He's the chair of the Snezhnaya VII and a key figure in the voting process. He has the backing of many powerful and influential people.
How come the Fatui are picking on ordinary people even here in Snezhnaya?
I don't see it like that. Fundamentally, the Fatui will always think and act in the Tsaritsa's interests. But that doesn't mean they don't care about the plight of the common folk. The only reason Sertomero still receives crystal shipments is because of a relief proposal put forward by the rooster himself. Then there's the Fatui soldiers providing support in every corner of the nation. Even the Northland Bank provided some mora for disaster relief, and they're as conservative and indifferent as they come. It's just that the rich and powerful in their fancy palaces live in a completely different world from us. There's always going to be some conflict when those worlds collide. Yeah, well, even though we all believe in Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, there are still many differences of opinion on how best to tackle the big issues of the day. Regular folk don't have an easy way of getting their voices heard in Snezhnaya, while the rich and powerful are either unwilling or afraid to speak out for all sorts of complicated reasons. The Rokad provides the disaffected with false identities and an outlet to vent their frustrations. Of course, an organization like that exists in a gray area. The moment the Veche think they've crossed a line, there's sure to be a crackdown. But so far, they've been doing their best to help the common folk. Like us, don't you mean? You didn't hesitate to join in. You're not new to this, I can tell.
That's because we're adventurers. It's our job to help people out with commissions and get to the bottom of things.
Sounds like we're going to get along. So, what's your business in Snezhnaya? Aside from taking your friend to see a doctor, of course.
I want to meet the Tsaritsa. It's complicated. I've had run-ins with many of the Harbingers along the way, and I really need to know what the Tsaritsa is up to. Her ultimate goal, what the Gnosis mean in all of this. Since I've made it this far in my journey, I have to find the truth, whatever it takes.
Wait, so... no way. Are you who I think you are?
Sounds like you've heard of us then. We're getting more famous by the day.
I didn't... Honestly, we're all as curious as you are about what the Tsaritsa's planning, and why it has to involve us freezing to death in the snow. But getting in the same room as her won't be easy. The common folk aren't permitted to meet her at the best of times, and right now, she's probably not even in Snezhnaya. Word is, she's heading east on a campaign to slay a monster.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can't push buttons.
So you've heard of it. A wild, unpredictable monster with the power to summon snowstorms. It also absorbs everything around it into its body, so it's growing constantly. Now, it's so big that the Tsaritsa has deemed it the #1 threat. Luckily, as it grew, it became increasingly less mobile, so it doesn't pose an immediate threat to this town or to Snezhnagrad. I'm sure that Tsaritsa and her personal guard, the Druzhna, won't have any trouble defeating the creature between them. It's just a question of how long it'll take. Suffice to say, you won't be seeing her anytime soon. You'll have to wait until she gets back. Fair. Well, the Fatui will be taking over management of the train station for the time being. Things should be up and running by tomorrow. Once it's open, we can see about getting your train towed to the station.
Whoa! That's gotta take a lot of manpower. Are you sure we can talk them into it?
The Fatui aren't exactly spotless in this whole mess. Plus, we helped them out. Should be easy enough to negotiate. As far as I know, all the paperwork is dealt with upon manufacture. I've never seen anyone check it, so I wouldn't worry. Having a train makes everything much easier. We'll reach Snezhnaya in no time. I need to head there myself anyway. Got some game to trade for Mora. I know a good doctor in the city. I'll introduce you when we get there.
Oh, thanks so much. Let's get a good night's sleep ahead of our big trip tomorrow.
I never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me.
Alright, for the sake of everything else, I am going to stop here tonight. I really want to keep going, but I do have work tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
If I remember to wake up within a reasonable amount of time, I will continue tomorrow
All will
morning.
be revealed in the next volume?
But because of circumstances, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna stay in this nice warm house, though. Alright, I will see you guys all in a couple hours. See y'all later. Bye.